All right, welcome back. Almost 7:15 on your Tuesday morning. We're just about 4 months from the October 11th primary, and that is when voters in the city will make their choice for the next mayor and the next sheriff. And there is a new poll that is shedding some light on voter opinions. Fox 8 political analyst Mike Sherman joins us this morning to break down the results of this poll. But we really have to be open with people about this poll right now. This was something that was commissioned by a PAC, according to JMC. However, we do not know which PAC.
We don't know which PAC, so it's a respected pollster. Numbers are consistent with other polls I have seen, but when the pollster doesn't release who he's doing it for, that always raises a little bit of doubt, so I think we want to share that with voters.
Yes.
That it is an undisclosed PAC that paid for it, but it's a respected pollster.
Okay, so let's talk about the numbers that they did on the mayoral candidates. They looked at everyone's numbers except for Oliver Thomas's.
We now have a structure to this race that this poll has now confirmed. We have a clear front runner in Helena Moreno.
Okay.
But not only was she the candidate out first, she's got strong favorability numbers.
Okay.
Dominant support in the white community in a horse race poll. And she is polling at nearly 30% in the African-American community of folks that say they would vote for her. That is a recipe for success, with over 50%, 52% in fact, saying they would vote for her before you even consider an undecided. So she is the front runner. That's the structure of this race. So
why did you say that 30% in the African-American community is a big deal for a white candidate? Why does it matter?
So we do have racially polarized voting patterns in New Orleans. I love when I see those break down and people can look past race, but we have to acknowledge the racially motivated voting patterns at times.
Right.
And for a white candidate like Helena Moreno to be producing numbers in the African-American community at nearly 30% this early in the race is not only a strong performance, it's actually a recipe for success. So I pointed out, because you would expect 20 to 22% to be the number a white candidate would need. She's over 30, nearly 30 now before we get to undecideds.
And once again, we don't have numbers for Oliver Thomas.
So with Oliver Thomas, what we don't have is favorability numbers in this poll, which is one of the big questions I have. Why was that not done when he clearly is one of the 3 major candidates in the race in addition to all the other candidates? So we need more information on him. But for Oliver Thomas, he has not yet made inroads in the white community, despite being a well-known commodity for many decades here. And the African-American community, he's within a dozen points of Helena Moreno. That's not a recipe for success. So his campaign has to change tactic, change message, do something to shake up the fundamentals of the race if he wants to be a contender. Okay,
obviously we can spend an hour on this, but let's talk about Sheriff Susan Hudson. What numbers came out on her?
So this is going to shock all Fox 8 viewers. We have very politically astute viewers. When inmates escape from the jail, voters are not happy. So no surprises that Susan Hudson's numbers right now, in the midst of, I guess, week 3 now going on of the jailbreak, are atrocious. She's in a horse race against Michelle Woodfork. She is at a third of Michelle Woodfork's number. Michelle Woodfork, the principal challenger, is already polling 3 times as strong as Susan Hudson. Susan Hudson, the same as Edwin Shorty, the constable, also in the race.
All right, really, really great information. Of course, we're going to post this interview on our Morning Edition website. Go ahead, Mike.
No, it's because Susan Hudson suspended her campaign. I don't know. Does that mean she's out of the race, or just until the inmates are caught, not made a decision?
Is there a comeback to be made? Right.
Boy, if there's a comeback, this is would be one of the great comebacks of all time. Insert your favorite sports analogy. I don't see how it's done.
Yeah, Mike Sherman.
Good to be here.
Thank you. Nice to see you. All right, 4 months to go, guys. We'll see what happens. Let's check in with